how did Melissa get everyone on board, and what support did she give to staff to actually get this up and running in the school?
Okay, well, the staff have been really well supported through T&D sessions. We've had reading to do on explicit direct instruction, and it wasn't just left at read this chapter. Then we've gotten together and had in-depth discussions on what we discovered. One example is if you're talking about checking for understanding, we all thought we did it, but then the T&D mentioned using paddle pop sticks to select random children, and then everybody implemented that. We had T&D, and then we had discussion, and then we've implemented the strategies.
So it sounds like the process has been a small step at a time
to
get the ball rolling and get everyone on board.
And every now and then there'll be something added. So there were the whiteboards, then there were the paddle pop sticks, so we can check. Okay, and the recent one is let's access their prior knowledge. So we'll read about that, and then we'll have a discussion, and it'll be happening. So. And
staff support amongst one another as well. There's obviously a big thing.
Yes, there's lots of sharing, absolutely lots of support. It's been amazing.
And then for the apply with our lower 30, they were just going to have either some overheads with the clocks, or have actual clocks that they can manipulate the hands and put the hands in the right spot to make o'clock and half-past times. With our middle group, we were doing having the analog clock, but with 2:15 and 15:15. And then recalling they're going to say the 15:15 times without the words being there, and then with the clocks using the hands to make the times themselves. And with the upper 30, we're doing the same thing, but with 5-minute intervals and possibly 1-minute intervals, because I know some of the 2K students are up to that.
Our lower 30, we just had that, they would be reciting, so we would give them the picture, and then the words would be their 2 groups of 2. When they moved across, there would be the picture, and they would need to recall it, so call out that it was 2 groups of 5, and then the apply, we would give them the words 2 groups of 3, and they would have to draw the picture. For the middle group, they would need to recognise that 2 groups of 2 equals 4, so we're giving them the answer, the picture's still there.
And so the warm-ups, has that impacted on the children?
I think the warm-ups in general has been the biggest impact in how the teaching and learning looks in my classroom. It's been a big impact on me personally. And Melissa's introduced these methods in a way that so we've been slowly introduced to it, because it's been quite a big change for the way I've taught before. In terms of the student engagement, it's quite incredible. We're seeing a lot of students who we really had trouble with keeping them in the room and on task to being really engaged. I think that the pace of the warm-ups, having things at their level, has been a huge bonus in keeping kids engaged and enjoying their learning.
And so can I ask you this, with all of these teaching and learning changes, do you feel there's been an impact across the whole school, say with your the teaching staff as well as the kids?
The first thing that I know about the staff in particular, that we've all really enjoyed was the challenge and this method of teaching. It's got us to question what we've done before, and without having to throw everything out from what we've done before, got us to question that, and then to build on that, and then to put them into this new pedagogy. It's been quite sort of invigorating. I know we've had sort of moments where we felt really challenged and daunted by when they've come in, but we've got so much out of it that I know the staff are really keen. Every staff development that we have on explicit direct instruction, everyone's really keen to get into the next step and to build on what they've already done.